with the event. Can't wait. Totally, totally fine. I'm not okay. I'm finally right. You were not right. I was not muted. I still am not muted. You liar. You didn't get me. I did check, but I wasn't muted. So you're still wrong. One of these days you'll be right. It's only a matter of time, honestly. Only a matter of time. Oh boy. For anyone who's not in the Discord and didn't see, I have been very lucky with my polls, and I ended up getting 2 copies of Siren through the free poll 2 days in a row. It was pretty wild.
I'll be leaving soon.
I am like so happy that that's the case. And now I don't have to ticket as many. Bless RNG. They have saved me some tickets. Because I was really scared that that was not going to be the case.
Knowing that what's by my side is unbreakable
but it ended up working out.
Fills me with such joy.
Now, whether we get Mihara easily, we'll just have to wait and see. Though, I have seen that Mihara's not necessarily running as intended with her kit, so I'm probably only gonna get 1 copy of her, unfortunately. And though I love her design, I love Mihara, but I might opt to save for the next thing to come around. We got Stella Blade, we got summer events coming up, so it's not like they won't go to good use. I'm scared. I'm honestly scared to see what happens next. What they're gonna do to our girl, who we must protect at all cost. I don't know if I can do a whole nother stream of just like constant stress of what's gonna happen. But that's what we gotta do. We gotta do what we gotta do.
I remember when I first opened my eyes and found myself here.
No, we're not coping yet. Not yet. Wozana, stop.
An infinite black void.
Her first being swallowed.
All that stared back at me was cold seawater and endless bits and bobs from the surface which Gluttony had swallowed, as well as a red core. At first, I used my abilities to try every possible method of escape. I tried shooting bubbles at the core.
Is someone being swallowed? Tips on neck? I don't know, Maxman. I don't know. Unmuted? You're unmuted. Why you being mean? I don't know, Maxman. You want to be swallowed by Gluttony? I mean, like, someone's gotta be into it, but I don't know. Gluttony is a choice. All those teeth. Oh, you gotta get that Glut 9000? Yeah.
April happy this sub cost me candy at Daiso last night, I will have you know.
God, wait! You picked a sub with me over candy? Damn. That's true friendship, Izu. Thank you for choosing me over candy. Gluttony over Suin. I mean, yeah. Over Mihara? No, Maxman, no. You're lying. That's fucked up.
I tried using my Kotodama. None of it worked. Gluttony was different than ordinary raptures.
Well, I mean, yeah,
it was
we already knew that.
By primal instinct alone. The result was that my Kotodama had no effect on it.
Excuse me. Stop that. Stop that. I'll put you in the cage again. You're not a salt shaker. I will end you, cat. Why is he like this? I'm gonna ban that phrase. I swear, it gets longer each time, too. Where's my hammer? Where's my hammer at? I can't believe you're gonna make me go find my hammer. You little shit. You stop that. Why is it so long?
Gluttony seemed to prioritize its urge to consume above all other instincts.
I feel like this was already explained in Mudfish, wasn't it? About how Gluttony, like, ran on the primary, like, command of to consume anything that produces a large amount of energy.
When I'd exhausted all possible means of escape, I started to become afraid. Was I going to die in this place?
No.
Once I was digested, what kind of attack would Gluttony unleash on the outside world? What would happen if Gluttony found out about the nature of my bubbles? Was I doomed to fail once again? Without achieving anything? It was at that moment that I remembered a promise I'd once made to a few friends. She told me that from now on, our story was no longer one of failure, but a fairy tale, one with a happy ending. I became determined not to give up.
But the thing is it's not a happy ending if you sacrifice yourself. I know in the end she's saving a lot of people, but like still.
My friends were surely out there, trying their best in order to keep that promise too. I couldn't give up. I had to struggle with all my might. In order to keep myself alive, I had to create more bubbles. I expanded the protective bubble around myself in order not to be detected by Gluttony's core. I gathered surrounding remnants from the surface and created a space where I could live. I crafted a tree out of bubbles, fabricated a bubble workshop, and built all the places where I lived with you guys. I also made dolls that resembled my friends and launched them up to the surface. I hoped that someday, perhaps my friends would encounter these doppelgangers and come looking for me.
Oh, no worries, Nerd On. I appreciate the lurk. No worries.
I continued making the bubbles and launching them up to the surface. Again and again, I did this. I waited for a long time. At times, the loneliness was excruciating. I considered giving up more than once. But even in the deepest depths of my despair, my longing to see my friends trumped all else. I wanted to uphold the promise I made on that day. And so I strengthened my resolve countless times and pushed on. Then you guys came, swallowed whole by Gluttony. I was terribly worried for you all.
I'm honestly kind of shocked that there have been no other Nikkes that have been swallowed by Gluttony. I mean, maybe it's not the case that no one has been swallowed, but maybe no one she's been able to save.
But paradoxically, I was also ecstatic to finally have company. During my time alone, I had learned how to control my kotodama, and being able to talk, laugh, and live with you all filled me with ineffable joy. That's how much you all mean to me. Your presence here was a gift. I'm so glad I was able to meet you all. I'm not afraid of the end anymore.
But I'm afraid of the end. Me. It's me who's afraid.
I'm no longer scared. I'm no longer lonely. So don't blame yourselves. And live well.
Siren!
Mori opens her
What?
eyes. Above Mori is the ceiling of what appears to be a medical
Are
room.
you awake?
Hi, Mana.
Who?
Nice to meet you. I'm Mana of the MMR squad.
Yeah, but that also means unless Mana is at reclamation site, we're back in the Ark. Which I don't know if is such a good thing for Mori right now. Jian's gonna be like, hey,
Are you
so
Mori from
about
the
that
incubator squad?
operation.
Yes?
I see.
Where am I?
This is Reclamation Site 01.
Okay, we are at reclamation site. Okay.
It's the first area on the surface that we've successfully reclaimed. Have you heard of it?
I have, but what am I doing here?
Once we were out of danger, Wardress brought you back here.
Are Mihara and Uni?
They're outside. Would you like to go meet them?
Yes.
Mori.
Mihara, what happened to Gluttony? Where's Siren?
Gluttony left.
No. Is there any way we can follow it? We need to go save Siren!
It's possible for us to track it, but
Then let's go. We have to hurry before it gets too far.
we can't do that.
What?
We can't go.
But why not?
Do you hear what you're saying? Don't you want to save Siren?
Of course I do. But tracking Gluttony is impossible.
Why not?
Mori, do you know what kind of rapture Gluttony is?
No, I don't. And I don't care. Besides,
No. This is something you need to know. Siren risked her life to save your own. I can't let you go rushing headlong into danger without knowing anything, even if it is because you want to save her. If you end up throwing your life away recklessly, all of Siren's sacrifices will be in vain. Gluttony appeared during the first Rapture invasion, a Tyrant-class Rapture. After humanity went into the Ark, it rarely showed up, and so the only information we have on it is from old records. It consumed an ICBM intended to destroy the lift, then expelled all that energy back at the launch site, and utterly decimated it. From that point on, humanity stopped using large-scale armaments against Rapture facilities. That's probably why Siren insisted on staying behind. If Gluttony digests the AA pillar, and the energy contained within it, this entire region would be wiped off the map.
is it really that dangerous?
Yes, it's very dangerous.
Yes, it is. It's a miracle that we were able to get out of that thing alive. And here you are, wanting to rush back towards it. Are you sure you can do that? You're afraid of fighting run-of-the-mill ordinary raptures. When you stand in front of Gluttony, are you sure you won't lose your nerve?
Ooh. The callback to Leviathan at that moment. Willing to fight, but being too afraid to actually do anything.
Besides, this isn't a problem which can be solved with willpower alone. Even if you are willing to risk your life, you most likely won't be able to make a dent in that beast. You'd be throwing your life away. I understand that it's a bitter pill to swallow, but there are some things which we are powerless to change. This is one of them. You can't do this, Mori. You must
What?
give it up.
Oh my goodness. Vivi, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. Hello. Hi, Vivi. How was your stream? I was lurking there for a while, listening to Mondu play with his toy. That's so cute. But how was your stream? I hope you're doing well. Hello, welcome in everyone. I am
33
Haru. I am a witch
months with
VTuber. Let me get my
901-year-old
hat out.
born
I'm
witch.
actually one of Vivi's childs. And we're currently playing some Nikke. We're getting through the Unbreakable Sphere event. Oh my god, I'm not bald. Don't listen to them. I'm not bald. That's not real. But thank you so much for the raid, Vivi. Make sure you take care of yourself after stream. Go get some food, water. Make sure you get up and stretch, do anything, play with Mondu. But thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. And welcome in, everyone. I can't believe, Techno, you would show them my bald head. First thing. You didn't even say hello. You came in and you made me bald. It's very needy today. He sounded like he was having a good time with his little squeaky toy. He sounded like he was having a good old time. Wanted to make sure everyone heard him. Oh, is he getting a walk?
The best thing for us to do now is rest.
Yeah, hopefully he gets all his energy out with a walk. Unlikely, but we can hope. Aw, Quas, thank you for the gift sub to Vivi. I appreciate it.
In the
He's
meantime,
demanding it.
we can take our time to mull
Like,
this
Mom,
over.
walk now. That's so cute. Well, I hope you have a nice walk with Mondu. And hopefully he's not so demanding afterwards.
Let's go, you...
I'm not stupid. I know that. I know that if I go out there, I'm signing my own death warrant. That I might die without being able to do anything. Especially since we're talking about me. Someone who's afraid of even regular raptures. I realize I'd be powerless against something like gluttony.
I really like that they're in a lot of these events for the Goddess Squad or Old Tales. There's a another Nikke who really like adores them, which I'm assuming Mori's going to end up being that Nikke who really adores Siren. She's already starting to. She's already warmed up to her and cares about her so much that I really can't wait until that moment comes where like she finally realizes
right.
it too.
The right thing for a weak Nikke from the incubator squad to do is give up.
I also really hope that she like realizes she has some hidden power. I mean, I might be coping there with that one, but I kind of hope that she does have something that makes her stand
But I
out.
can't. I can't get it out of my head. I can't abandon her. She was the first person who told me she was glad I was alive. Even if I get chewed up, melted into a puddle, whatever it is, I want to go save her. I can't live knowing that she gave up her life for mine. So...
Mori kneels in front of Mihara and Uni.
Mori,
Please. Just this once. Could you help me? I know what I did to you is unforgivable. I know how shameless this request is. I'm perfectly aware that I should be asking for forgiveness instead of a favor. So I'll do anything. If you go with me, I will do anything. I put my life entirely in your hands. If you tell me to submit a false report, I'll do it.
Yeah, that is nice for the newbies. You can get a max limit break unit for free. I mean, Kilo also was similar in Crown's event, where she was she didn't feel like she could do anything, but then she ended up like actually powering through. I haven't used her yet, but I have a lot of units.
I will give you anything and
Her
everything
kit
I
didn't
have.
look too bad. I was wondering how the shields would work for her, considering they didn't have high value at 10, but I think they're
You
frequent
give the
enough
order,
that
any order,
she's still
and I'll
decent.
obey. If you want me to die in your place, I'm willing to do it any time. So please, help me. Just this once. I don't have any special skills or connections. All I can do is beg. So here I am, on my knees, begging you to help me chase after Gluttony. Please.
Come on, Uni. Come on.
I knew this would happen. Once someone has been shown love, they'll never give up.
Mihara and Uni look at Mori.
Such affection. Such sorrow. I suppose we don't have much choice, do we? If you're that determined, Mori. Let's go save Siren.
Mihara.
But we can't rush in without a plan. Before we make our move, we need to find a clue as to how to take down Gluttony. If we don't do that, then this isn't a rescue operation, but a suicide mission. Understand?
I understand.
All right then. Let's go see what we can find out.
I'm gonna be honestly surprised if you can find a lot out, considering most of the information about Gluttony is very old. Temporary operation room and reclamation site.
So that's why you came to see me?
Hi, Luna. How you doing?
Yes, we came seeking whatever knowledge you have on Gluttony.
Oh, thank you for paying your Trauma Corp taxes.
Pay your Charma Corp taxes.
How you doing today, Luna?
I already provided you with all the basic information about Gluttony.
Indeed, and we thank you for that.
So what more do you need to know?
Are you aware of there being any way?
Not sure. Huh. I don't know how to respond to that one. I guess it can't be a bad thing, right? Oh, you just started your day. Okay. Today was an okay day. It felt like a very slow day, but other than that, ow! Ray! Hi, Ray! It felt really slow, but like nothing bad happened, so I'll take it for what it is. Just a kind of slow Monday. How's Ray today? Hello?
To take it down?
Hello, beautiful.
Gluttony, you mean?
Yeah. I figured with you being the
You're
way you
tired
are,
of shit
you'd
so
have considered
bad.
potential ways to eliminate it.
Well, hopefully, maybe you'll get a nap today. Praying for a nap. I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, it's kind of been a slow Monday, but I'll take that. It's not a bad thing. Kind of slow, sleepy Monday. Oh, did you? Really easy to build. I need a better chest piece and better boots. But other than that, mine's okay. It's okay. What's happening in this event? A lot's happening in this event. We're on part 2 now. And I don't know if you want a recap of it. I just skip. No, don't skip. Don't skip our girl, Siren.
Me? Why would you think that?
When we were swallowed by Gluttony, I heard you say to us, "Get away from there immediately." Isn't that because you were in the middle of dropping the AA pillar?
That's exactly what they were doing.
How did you know that?
We saw the AA pillar inside Gluttony's stomach.
Wait, what is that? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
The AA pillar is still inside Gluttony?
No, we don't arrest story skippers. I know some people who skip the event stuff because they come here to watch the events, watch me read them. Wait, is that the cat that like opens its mouth? I don't know its the exact name. The meme cat?
Yes. In order to prevent that energy from being absorbed, a Nikke who saved our lives is still inside Gluttony. So, in order to rescue her, we need a way to subdue Gluttony,
Oh, the
even
cat that
if it's only
spins?
momentarily.
Okay, I know which one you're talking about now.
Is there any way to make that happen?
Okay.
The fact that you all came back alive after being consumed by gluttony is surprising enough. Now I'm being told there's still someone inside?
Me too, Ray. It's my favorite thing. But, no. That happens when I skip story to do it all on stream, and I'm like, what is this? What is this monstrosity I'm facing? Where did this come from? Why is this here? And then I have to wait until I do it on stream, and I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense. Ow! No death by Chama. Oh my god.
Is she a pilgrim?
We're not sure, but most likely, yes.
That at least increases our chances of a successful rescue.
Don't worry, you didn't miss much in the Monster Hunter Wild story. Just a kid thinking he's the same as a monster that wants to murder everything. He was acting like a salt shaker earlier. He kept making weird noises. And I had to bonk him. I guess he can be without the bonks now. It has been a while.
We're conducting
He's
joint
having
research into this incident along with the central government. So, I'm not at liberty to act on my own and divulge information.
I see.
What I can do for you is introduce you to someone else who could help. Would that be all right?
Right, as you should.
Who would that be?
Hello. Since this is my first operation with Wardress, allow me to introduce myself.
Hi, Shifty.
I'm Shifty, an operator from the Central Government's Intelligence Division. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Shifty.
I'm seeing a few faces that don't belong to Wardress, at least according to the database. Since you mentioned this operation involves a few secret agents, I won't ask any questions.
That's very considerate of you.
Mana briefed me on the situation. You all escaped from inside Gluttony, and now you're planning to track it down in order to rescue the pilgrim that's still inside. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Is there any way we could receive support from the central government?
That would be somewhat difficult.
Yeah, I don't know how much the central government will want to help us with this
Unless
one.
Gluttony poses a direct threat to the central government, they've decided not to actively pursue it.
To be fair, it's kind of a loss of assets to them if something were to go south. They'd just be sending Nikkes out to die. Not like that's something new to them, but...
So you mean they're just leaving it alone?
I figured that's the conclusion they'd reach.
May I ask why they decided on that course of action?
Probably because they haven't found a way to eliminate it yet.
There's also that...
You think so?
Of course. After it swallowed the AA pillar like it was nothing, we've been at a loss as to how to take it down as well. We haven't come up with any definite way to destroy Gluttony. At least, not at the moment.
We did think of attempting an extermination operation by deploying an elite combat squad from the Ark, the counter squad. However, given that the Ark has recently suffered a large-scale attack, it was decided that reinforcing the Ark's defenses was our top priority. As far as I know, our current strategy is to refrain from proactive engagement.
I suppose that means we don't know of any way to restrain Gluttony either.
Siren.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
What do you mean it's not entirely true?
It's far from exact, but...
There's a way?
Well...
We have found a way to damage it. The only thing is that the method is rather extreme, and it requires a big sacrifice.
How extreme and how big of a sacrifice are we talking here?
As such, we've designated it as unviable.
When you say sacrifice, what do you mean?
Yeah, what kind of sacrifice?
Someone has to enter through Gluttony's mouth and plant this onto its core.
Oh, okay. Oh, easy. not an issue at all. Not even you can throw it or just like use something to attach it. You actually have to physically do it. Anna takes out a glass container filled with crystals and batteries.
Are those crystals?
E2 crystals, to be precise. Harvested from the crystal region. They have a unique property where they absorb electrical energy upon contact. They then continue to expand until all energy is depleted. They are dangerous to Nikkes as well as raptures. Unless sealed within glass, like so, it will instantly consume anything it touches.
Can we talk about how terrifying it is that the Ark has weaponized that already? Something like that. Hello, I don't like this. I really don't like that.
If we're able to plant that onto Gluttony's core...
Yes. No matter how adept that creature is at absorbing and discharging energy.
Did you at least get a copy, Luna?
There would be no way for it to counteract a parasitic organism attached
Nikke and
directly
happy
to its
endings,
own core.
what do you expect? I like to cope. I like to think that maybe, just maybe, something will go right. And not horribly wrong. No? Oh no. Do you have enough to ticket? I got Brady and the bikini anchor. Well, anchors, it was Valentine's Day unit is pretty good, but you need, well, you don't need Mast with her, but Mast is preferred. She still pairs well with Helm.
Barring any unforeseen circumstances, I'm positive this could take it down.
Yeah, they're both really good for a water team. They're just high investments because you need 10, 10, 10 for the skills, but they're both really good units.
Then what are we waiting for?
Gluttony isn't
say
simply
that.
going to sit still and let us
Don't
plant
say
this on
that.
it.
Not to mention Mast and Anchor are such cuties in those outfits. They're so good. I was really happy that I ended up getting them.
That's why this method was deemed infeasible.
Precisely. There had never been a recorded case of anyone escaping from gluttony after being consumed by it. But then you guys showed up. You all came shooting back up out of gluttony like some kind of miracle.
But that's
Oh, the
all
Valentine's Day
it is. A
event?
miraculous fluke, yes. But if you were to go back inside, the chances of coming out alive...
It was okay. I was expecting a little bit more out of it. It was okay. It wasn't as good as the last few. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. It was a funny event. I will give it that. It was funny. I like the ending where they did the basically role playing with the commander. That was good. But well, I felt like the beginning could have been a little bit stronger.
Are still close to zero. Even with that pilgrim still being inside the beast. If something were to go wrong during your attempted entry, we would have no safeguards in place to respond to such a situation.
Right. If its mouth closes before you're all the way inside, or if the silver liquid touches you, you'd melt instantly.
I'll do it.
Excuse me, Mori? You'll what? Has anything been spoiled for you? Surprisingly, no. Well, yes. I take it back. Yes. But only because I was dumb and didn't listen to Cross. Well, I did listen to him, but like out of habit, I hit the next and finished all the story for part 2 and the map changed. And of course, there's certain changes to the map that give away that something has happened. But like how it happens, I don't know. So just me and the habit of hitting next, and I finished it because I wasn't intending to. Chris crossed it and he told me not to, but of course I oopsied. I think the most random of it is the Tove baseball, playing baseball just to introduce her skin. Yeah, that one was kind of out there, but I do like the skin for it.
This isn't a decision you should make lightly.
Actually, a really cute skin for her.
I'm not making it lightly. I told you. It doesn't matter what happens to me.
I don't think Siren would be okay with you throwing away your life like that for her.
I want to save her. So I'll do it.
Mori.
I can do it.
All right.
In that case, there are 2 remaining uncertainties. A method to lure gluttony.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm so sad that the Cindy skin for Battle Pass is so good. It is so good. I love it. I'm gonna make sure I get that one. I mean, I really like the skin for Grave as well, but the Cinderella one, I'm a big fan of the casual outfits for the Nikkes. I think they're some of the best outfits. Like Abe's new outfit from the last Battle Pass was really, really good. All Vivi children. Oh, thank you, thank you. Vivi is best mama. Best mama.
And a way to keep its mouth open and hold it in place. If we can find
did you get the
answers to
costume
those 2
gotcha
quandaries,
skin, Luna? For Cinderella?
it'd go a long way to ensuring the operation is successful.
A way to hold it in place.
You don't have any ideas at all?
No, we haven't come up with a solution for that yet. That's another reason why this operation was never attempted.
I really
see.
like that skin. It's gonna be a struggle to decide which one I want to have on, this new casual outfit or the costume gotcha one. You wanted to see her smile? You know what? Fair and valid.
Okay. That should be enough information to go on.
Does that mean?
Yes. Let's go save Siren. Thank you both for your help. We will think of the rest ourselves.
Understood.
We can magically run into 2 very specific Nikkes who can help us. You please and thank you. Uni. Why is Uni acting sad? Reclamation site 1 indoors.
How in the world can we hold gluttony in place?
Mori, I've been thinking.
Yeah?
Remember how you told us you were willing to do anything?
Yes. I'll do anything you tell me to. Just say the word.
Then, could you perhaps lend me your phone for a moment?
Oh, sure, easy.
Huh?
Why did she... Mihara, you can just simply ask for it in a normal fashion. Don't make a girl think that you're gonna ask her to do something horrible.
My phone?
Yeah. I need it.
Gotta talk to a certain someone.
That's it? Why do you make it sound so serious? I was bracing myself for something big.
Sorry. You seemed awfully tense, so I wanted to lighten the mood. Don't you feel a bit more relaxed now?
Yeah, sure. I'm positively stress-free. Anyway, here.
Mori hands over her cell phone to Mihara.
What do you need it for anyway?
Gotta contact a certain someone.
I really don't know anyone who could help us.
Yes, you do. You're just not thinking outside the box.
There's someone. Someone very powerful.
I know someone like that?
You certainly do. She sent you to us.
Hold on. Are you?
I'm going to contact her. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay.
I love that Mihara is just so willing to call Jian out.
You don't have to keep asking for my permission. I told you. I'm willing to go through anything and everything. So hurry up and do it.
Thanks, Mori. I'll be right back.
You're not doing it here?
I think I'll need a little privacy for our conversation. Uni, will you stay with Mori for a moment? It won't take long. What's wrong, Uni? Do you not want me to go? I'm sorry, but I really must go. I have something to discuss with this individual. I think they may have a solution to our problem. They should know a way for us to keep gluttony momentarily in check. Or, in other words, a perfect way for me to utilize my power. So, please, could you stay with Mori for a moment?
Mihara, but at what cost? What are you gonna have to pay to get that power? Mihara stands up.
I'll be right back.
Mihara walks outside, leaving Uni behind. It's okay, Uni. She'll come back. She would never leave you behind. For some reason, Uni can't fully explain. He feels nervous. Mihara seems to have come to some... decision. The fact that Uni doesn't know what it is, or how to stop it, terrifies her.
Are you okay, Uni?
Uni turns around and glares at Mori.
Uni?
Uni, please. Control. Staring at the one she believes is the cause of all this, Uni is overcome by an inexplicable... Why did it just cut that off? Inexplicable impulse, okay. Yeah, it did just cut that off. Mihara walks down the hallway, gripping Mori's phone.
Maybe contacting this person isn't the right choice. No. I need to settle this once and for all. Even if only for Uni's sake. I can't keep living in the dark, constantly under threat. I can't protect anyone like this. I can't save anyone. I can't achieve anything. It'll end up just like before. I'll only end up full of sorrow. I need power. I need to get stronger. Let's do this.
Mihara unlocks Mori's phone to make the call.
A message.
Mihara opens Mori's blah blah app. Knock knock. Mori, how is your task coming along? The deadline is quickly approaching, and I haven't heard from you. I clearly saw that the calling signal was activated. Why hasn't there been a report? Ah, are you dead perhaps? Huh, how tragic. No, I'm still alive. Wow, still alive and kicking, are you? Excellent. It's nice to meet you, Tien. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you recognize me? You're right, I did hurt my head. I can't recall if I've ever seen you before, so allow me to introduce myself once more. Nice to meet you. I'm Mihara. My oh my, now things are starting to get interesting. Can we have a little talk? Sure, why not? I'll contact you later. I'll be waiting. Okay, I think that was the conversation from the end of part 1, if I remember correctly. Oh god. Facing each other.
Well, hello there. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yes, I can hear you.
I believe we haven't had the pleasure.
That's right. Nice to meet you.
Wow, you really don't remember? I guess your last memory wipe was the one that finally stuck.
Oh, is that so?
I figured since you were hanging out with Uni with an explosive collar of your own strapped on, you must have retained some of your old memories, but apparently not. What a shame.
Yes, it would have been nice if I remembered. Then I would have known about you much earlier.
Aw, how nice of you. However, I don't see Mori. You didn't off her, did you?
She's such a nice kid. How could I kill her? She's somewhere safe, resting.
Ah, I see. If she isn't dead, why isn't she the one contacting me?
She has nothing she needs from you.
Apparently she's not as afraid of being disposed of as I thought.
What did you say?
Didn't she tell you? If she doesn't report back with her findings on my little experiment, she's headed for the scrap heap.
I hate how she can say that with a smile on her face. But I still love her.
I assumed you knew everything since you're contacting me on her phone. Looks like I was wrong again.
This is my first time hearing all this.
Well then, this is quite a pickle. I'm rather curious to hear about the outcome of the experiment. Perhaps I should ask you how it went?
If I tell you, what's in it for me?
Look at the little negotiator. You're a cheeky one. What do you want?
It's a big ask. Is that okay?
Hearing you out doesn't cost me anything.
All right, then I'll get to it. Stop this calling signal experiment on Uni.
I'd rather not.
Stop meddling in Mori's life and spare her.
I'll consider it.
And one more thing.
More? Aren't you the greedy one?
Help me become stronger. That's everything.
Oh, now that's an interesting proposal. But it's a rather steep price to pay simply to satisfy my own curiosity. I could cherry-pick any test subject I wanted from the ones up for disposal. Why should I go through all this trouble of dealing with you instead?
How about this? I'll be the one to undergo the experiment. Not Uni. Does that sweeten the deal?
Do you even know what kind of experiments I'm conducting?
That's what I want to know. Do you even know what you're signing yourself up for?
You're inserting a rapture core inside a Nikke. Isn't that it?
Oh.
Mihara?
What'd you say?
There are 2 cores inside Uni.
2 cores? What are you talking about? How do you know that?
When you were all falling, do you remember how I caught you with my bubbles?
Yes.
When someone enters my bubble, I can learn a lot about them. That's how I found out. Uni was used as a test subject infused with a rapture. She now carries 2 cores inside her.
And are you saying one of those cores is...
Yes. I believe it belonged to a rapture.
A rapture core? So that's why she reacted the way she did to the calling signal.
Alright, that makes a lot of sense. But also, Mihara, do you really want to sign up to do that?
I believe that is the reason why. Yes. Right now, at least, the Nikke core is dominant. That allows for Uni's consciousness to maintain control over her body. But hearing the calling signal seems to activate the rapture core. Continual exposure to it could cause the rapture instincts to take her over completely. For someone like Uni, whose external body has been fused with a rapture, her identity as a Nikke could become even more unstable. You must be careful.
I'll keep that in mind. Judging by your expression, I'd say I'm on the mark.
That just makes Uni such a ticking time bomb for when she might snap, or if she snaps. Meaning Mihara is such a key to keeping her stable. Because a mind switch or too many calling signals from raptures could just mean she loses control.
You're something else. You know that? How did you know?
Sorry, it's a secret.
Come now, give me just a little tease.
Rather not.
Do we have a deal or what?
Well, it is an enticing proposal. All of my previous test subjects were Nikke's about to be scrapped. With you, I'd have a chance to implant a rapture core into someone special. A Nikke who was handcrafted by my adorable little sister, piece by piece. Uni's external body had already been fused with rapture parts, so it was already an alternative experiment in many ways. When the Mantis Squad was corrupted, I wondered if I could potentially find a use for them. But then, much to my disappointment, they were healed.
So horrifying to think that she was in the background just waiting for them to be scrapped, waiting for her chance to experiment on them.
After uni, I didn't expect another opportunity like this to come along.
I'm glad that you're satisfied.
I certainly am. I had no idea such interesting Nikkes existed. I feel like I've been missing out. If I'd known about you earlier, I would have taken you in back when you got shot in the head.
If you'd done that, then this moment wouldn't be possible, would it?
Fair point. So what is it that you're really after? Why are you so willing to subject your body to my experiments? You have 3 requests. Is that really everything?
Yes, that's everything.
Now that I think about it, your requests seem rather modest. Why do you want to become stronger? Do you find you're somehow lacking when it comes to eliminating raptures?
I want to take down gluttony.
Ah, gluttony! Yes, that would be an impossible task in your current state. It is officially classified as a tyrant class, but in actuality it's far beyond that. There's a reason it's named after a cardinal sin. But didn't you receive a new body recently?
Yes, but I lack the ability to fully utilize its power.
In other words, you lack talent.
I figured if anyone would have a solution, it would be you.
You figured right. If you undergo the same experiment Uni did, you will definitely become stronger. So that problem will resolve itself automatically. However, that means one of your wishes would have been granted without any real input from me. In that case, we'll say that I owe you one. You can come to me with a request later, and I'll grant it.
I mean, I guess that's a better alternative to you owing Jian something.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. You, of all people, should know that implanting a rapture core onto a living Nikke is akin to a death sentence. If you want to back out, now's your last chance.
I've already gone through 2 memory wipes, and I'm walking around with a bomb strapped to my neck. I'm getting used to living life on the edge.
That may be so, but carrying 2 cores around is a different kind of thrill altogether.
It's no different from the pain I've had to endure up to this point.
Alright, fine. If that's what you really want, I'll stop playing around with the calling signal. I'll also give you what you want when it comes to that incubator friend of yours. As for the strength you desire, I will put it within your grasp.
Thank you.
But I get something in return. You're now my test subject for life. I get to do whatever I want to you, and you're expected to grin and bear it.
Alright, never mind, I take it back.
Got that?
We may not owe her a favor, but we're eternally in her hands.
Yes. Understood.
Good. I think you're officially fit for my experimenting table.
Oh joy, I can't wait. Can't wait to be put on the experiment table. It's gonna be so much fun. Alright, I'm gonna run the ad real quick. We're getting ready to hit it. So I might as well run it before we start. Gonna take a drink, maybe get up and stretch a little bit. Make sure you also get some food, drink, stretch. Alright, we'll be back. Goodness. I really hope this is all worth this in the end, because Miharu's gonna pay a steep price for this. Who knows what other experiments or tests Jian's gonna want to run after all this is said and done. What the? Can I have my hat back? Since you're being so gracious.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Nobody breaks the law in my
Chama, they're
watch.
after you. They're after you, Chama. I can't believe. What'd you do this time? Alright, you're going to jail, Chama. Yeah, pay with your blood, Chama. Block the sword. I think it's all the salt shaker noises you were making earlier. The guards caught on. They're angry now. Alright, welcome back everyone. Alright, I'm assuming we're gonna go be experimented on. Go have another core put into us. Well, Mihara.
I hate her.
Uni?
She's been following us ever since we left the Ark.
Oh my god, it's so nice to hear Uni again.
There's so much terror in her eyes, and yet she still came here with the intent of ruining me and Mihara. She activated that calling signal and made me suffer. She almost got Mihara killed. If Siren wasn't there, I would have killed Mihara with my own hands. I'll never forgive her for that.
Uni?
Kill Uni. Deep breaths, Uni. It's okay. Hi, Liger. How you doing? Mori steps back. Uni walks towards Mori.
This girl tried to put Mihara in danger. She's put strange thoughts into Mihara's mind.
That's Uni. Not a gentleman, that's actually Uni.
She's put Mihara in danger.
Uni's been through a lot.
I can't forgive her. I won't forgive her.
Ooh, Uni, chill.
Stay back,
It's
Uni.
my type. I mean, Uni still needs some love. Oh lord. Uni reaches out and grabs Mori's neck. You know Mihara's gonna be so upset with you if you go through with
I
this.
must kill her. She put Mihara in danger. She's trying to kill Mihara. She killed Mihara. She's the most despicable thing there is. She's like me.
Uni's eyes start to glow red.
Uni!
Then Uni is definitely your type.
I'm sorry.
Tears start to flow from Mori's eyes.
I know you won't forgive me.
Shut up. I don't want to hear it.
But you need to hear it, Uni. You need to.
I know I don't deserve forgiveness,
I said I don't want to hear it.
but you have to let me save Siren. Once I've saved her, then you can kill me.
The tears from Mori's eyes fall onto Uni's hand.
Please, I'm begging you.
Please, I'm begging you. I know what those words mean. They're the words spoken when you desperately want to save someone precious to you. When you want to help them so badly, but you're powerless. And so all you can do is beg. Beg and speak desperate, pleading words. I understand, but I don't want to. I hate that she's like me in this way. I hate that she thinks the same way I do. I can't kill her.
Uni loosens her grip and Mori collapses to the ground. Uni slumps to the ground.
Uni, I'm sorry. Sorry for putting you through this. For putting you and Mihara in harm's way again.
I know you are.
I still want to save her. She's the first person to ever be kind to me. and I loved it. I don't want to lose her or that feeling no matter what.
I understand.
I know that you feel the same way about Mihara. And yes, despite me knowing that, I'm still making you go out and put yourselves in danger. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being so selfish. But I want to save her. I'm sorry.
I know it all too well. How it feels to know affection for the first time, and how it feels when you lose it. I know that sorrow, that ache. I understand why Mihara wants to help her. To be honest, I also think we should save Siren. That's why I can't find it in myself to despise her fully.
Tears start flowing from Uni's mask.
Uni?
But I'm scared. I'm terrified. Terrified of losing Mihara again.
I'm sorry.
Two broken hearts sit together across from one another. Each understands the other more than anyone else ever could. Each feels sorry for the other, and both are afraid of losing what is most precious to them. And so they sit together and they cry. Oh.
Sorry to keep you guys waiting.
It's okay, they had a good cry that they both needed.
Mihara!
Uni senses strange vibes coming from Mihara. What happened to Mihara? She got a new body. Oh, long story short, she got a new body. Why does she look like that? She got a new body.
Huh? What's wrong? Is something on your mind?
Yes, actually her banner's out right now. She's considered a respect character. So this unit is available at the moment. Well, it'll still be in standard, but it's on rate up right now. Uni shakes her head.
What are those marks on Mori's neck?
Huh?
Don't worry about it.
Nothing.
It's nothing.
I just bumped into a wall.
Yeah, she just bumped into the wall and happens to look like she has hand marks on her throat. No, nothing too serious. Normal things. Get a banner? Uni? I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna give Uni a banner anytime soon. I'm assuming it's gonna be an eventual thing, but at the moment, I don't know when that might be.
Isn't that right, Uni? Isn't that right?
Well, I think something happened.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It was a good thing.
But whatever it was, it seems like you two have resolved it. So, I won't press.
I appreciate it. Anyways, what took you so long? Did something happen?
No, nothing happened. I just found a way to become stronger, that's all.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know about that's all, considering what you're gonna go through and the risk that it implicates to you, but I mean...
Excuse me.
Lana opens the door and comes inside.
Oh, wow. We were about to make our way over to you. I appreciate you coming to us.
I think we can skip the small talk. Here.
Lana hands Mori a glass jar containing crystals and batteries.
These are the E2 crystals for the operation.
Okay.
As I mentioned, they absorb electrical energy and are incredibly dangerous. For Nikke's, even the slightest physical contact with these crystals will cause the body to be corrupted. Do not ever take them out of the jar, under any circumstances. If by any chance you do accidentally come into contact with the crystals, you must immediately shut down the power to that area of your body to prevent it from spreading. Understood?
Why do I feel like someone's gonna come in contact with those?
Got it.
Mihara,
Yes?
everything is riding on this.
Oh, you mean like right
Failure
here
isn't
on
an
this
option.
strap?
I owe you, Mana.
If you want to repay me, come back alive. All of you. I'll be waiting.
Yeah, it's definitely on really, really tight.
We'll come back,
But she's a Nikke. I'm assuming she'll be fine.
no matter what.
Dizzle. The sound of something melting. Oh lord. The sound of something boiling. The sound of flowing liquid. Amidst those countless sinister sounds, Little Mermaid opens her eyes. I really don't like this. Beyond the thinning bubble lies a crimson ocean, and inside that lies Gluttony's core, staring back at her. Oh yay! Yay! Not ominous at all. Not like the bubble's getting ready to crack and wash her away. Not to mention the AA pillar that's in here. Little Mermaid senses it immediately.
I've been discovered! Gluttony knows I've been hiding the AA pillar from it. The bubble barrier is thinner than before. Probably because I condensed some of the bubbles around the AA pillar. That must have made it easier to detect.
The bubble ignites as it touches the seawater. Droplets rush out to repair the crumbling bubble wall. Silver liquid seeps through the gaps that can't be repaired in time.
You really want to eat this, don't you?
Well, you know, if it weren't for the context behind this picture, this would be really cute. But the fact that she's clutching it for dear life and the bad things are happening. The squish cheek is really cute. Little Mermaid tightly embraces the encased AA pillar and gazes at Gluttony's core.
Well, you can't have it. I don't care how much you glare at me. I'm not handing it over.
You tell him, girl.
I won't let you have it. My bubbles will dissolve the energy, and it will disappear.
A searing pain courses through Mermaid's entire body, from her fingertips to her toes. At the same time, a bubbling sensation surges from within
I'm
her.
reaching my limit, and I'm starting to feel the side effects from the bubbles. For long, my entire body will be turned into liquid metal.
Oh my god, I was wondering if she would have something similar to the Little Mermaid tales of like turning into sea foam. She's going to turn into the liquid metal that is used to create her bubbles.
Ew.
As her vision gradually fades, Little Mermaid wonders. She closes her eyes. How many more times will she be able to open them?
Not yet. I can't stop now. Not until all this energy is depleted.
Desperately embracing the immense energy to keep it from escaping, Little Mermaid closes her eyes again. Mihara and Uni track Gluttony's movements. Meanwhile, Mori follows behind, not saying a word. Along the way, they encounter rapture after rapture. Time and time again, they take them down, relocate Gluttony's trail, and press forward. It is Mori's first true skirmish with a rapture, entirely unlike her previous encounters with them. In the past, she had only caught glimpses of raptures while fleeing with support squads, but this is something else altogether, and altogether more terrifying. It feels as if the raptures could end her life at any moment with a single attack. Her wounds accumulate and wear her down. So many times she wants to collapse, to run away. She wants nothing more than to dig a hole in the ground and hide. But each time Mori thinks of this, she clutches her teeth and thinks about the two others whom she dragged into this. She thinks about Uni's eyes filled with tears and terrified of losing Mihara. Of Mihara's relentless effort to grant her wish. Of Siren, who had sacrificed herself in order to save everyone, and was now trapped inside Gluttony, facing her imminent doom. Mori thinks about every word Siren had said, every affectionate gesture she had shown to her. As she recalls all this, Mori rejects her fear. She'd force herself up again, force her feet to move forward. She tightens her grip on her gun, even though she wants to grab a shovel and dig. On and on she runs, without any concept of day or night, until finally...
I'm not seeing a trail anymore. Gluttony must be close.
We are just one step away from the place where Little Mermaid is waiting.
We finally found her.
Well, that was hurdle 1. Now it's getting that bomb into Gluttony's mouth and attached to the core.
There's a beach here. Yes, this should work nicely.
Is Gluttony here?
Yeah, it should be underground, within a 10-kilometer radius.
10 kilometers? How are we supposed to find it?
How do you think? We need to lure it out.
But how?
By using the beach, for starters. Setting up here will allow us to minimize the amount of raptures that could swarm us.
Then what?
Since Gluttony reacts to strong energy sources, I'd say it stands to reason that's what we have to use to lure it, don't you?
Do we have something that's capable of producing that much energy?
We do now.
We do. Both of you, listen to me carefully. I'll lure out Gluttony. Uni, once I get it to stop, you need to make sure it doesn't close its mouth. You need to hold it open for as long as you can, however you can, until Mori and Siren are out of there.
Uni's just gonna hold it open? I'm gonna pull for Mihara after. I'm probably only gonna get 1 copy since it seems like she's having issues with her, I believe it's her ult, because the bosses she's good against can cleanse the debuff she can put on, which is kind of sad. I was really looking forward to her unit. Hopefully maybe they adjust it and fix it, but we'll just have to wait and see.
There's a chance they might not be able to escape
But I
through
do at least
Gluttony's
want
breathing
1
hole.
copy.
While Uni's doing that, Mori, you need to take the E2 crystals and hop inside its mouth.
Wait. Okay, she's talking to Mori. That's what I thought.
Okay.
The main reason Siren refuses to come out is that she intends on sacrificing herself in order to eliminate the energy inside the AA pillar. In other words, if we can't convince Siren to leave of her own accord, we can't save her. That's why your role is the most crucial, Mori.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. The funny thing is she's above my max limit break Siren and CP because of her overload gear rolls. Did you get really lucky with the rolls? I actually rolled a 3rd line max roll of attack on Siren. I was really excited for that. I still have the middle empty, which is going to be a pain to roll a stat into, but I couldn't pass that up.
Not only do you have to go back inside Gluttony and plant the E2 crystals onto its core, you also have to meet up with Siren and convince her to come out. You can do it. No, you need to do it. We came here to save a life, not to lose our own.
You're right. I have to do it. I have to save her no matter what. That's why I asked for your help.
I believe in you, Mori. Mori looks at Uni and Mihara.
You both are risking your lives for my sake. I won't fail you.
You've become a real trustworthy ally, Mori.
Don't make fun of me when I'm being serious.
All right. Anyway, shall we get started?
Mihara walks forward. Uni urgently grabs Mihara's hand.
Uni?
Uni shakes her head at Mihara. Though she can't explain why, her instincts are telling her to stop
Uni.
Mihara. Uni shakes her head desperately, pleading for Mihara not to go through with this.
It's okay. I would never leave you behind. We promised each other that we would truly see each other, that we would feel each other's pain, and that we would atone for our sins together. I haven't forgotten that promise, and I intend to keep it.
Uni and Mihara lock
Trust
eyes.
me, and wait. Failure is not an option.
She would never leave you behind, Uni. Uni lets go of Mihara's hand.
Thank you, Uni. I'll be back.
Mihara steps forward again, leaving Uni
Code
behind.
release. Activate all cores to their limit. Initiate fusion.
Recognition complete. Activate all cores in body to their limit. Error. Reaction error. Fusion unsuccess.
Ooh, no.
Unlock code. Deep.
Wait. Wait, excuse me? I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end. GN, did you write that? GN? I still have purple dolls on them, but well, after the shifty scratch off thing and Solo Raid, yeah, you'll get them for Solo Raid, you'll be good. Because you'll get the selector box, so you'll be fine.
Activate all cores
Yeah,
in body
the
to their
Alpha
limit.
and the Omega.
Initiating fusion.
The area near Mihara's core starts to glow red.
Mihara!
Oh, does it? How far? When do you get it, though? Is it a random chance at getting one? Okay, 5th stage. All right. You should be pretty close then, considering you have both the units. Mihara curls up, unable to withstand the pain.
What did you just say? Put what where?
Put the core inside. Easy.
Mana, you did receive what I sent, didn't you?
I believe so.
I am
Mana's
the storm
like,
that
I
is
don't get
approaching,
paid enough
provoking
to do
black
this.
clouds in isolation. I am reclaimer of my name, born in flames. I have
Yeah,
been
yeah,
blessed.
yeah.
My family crest is a demon of death. Forsaken, I am awakened. A phoenix is ashen, dark, divine, descending misery, destiny chasing time.
Mihara is the storm that is approaching. Mana's gonna need to drink her life away when she gets back into the Ark after this shit.
Are you talking about this?
Mana points to a palm-sized black
That's
box.
it. Looks like it arrived safely. I was worried because the elevator wasn't working properly. I suppose sending something small doesn't pose any issues.
I would like you to insert this in my body.
Excuse me?
It's a special gift I prepared for Mihara. To get her stronger much more quickly. Tuck it safe and sound beside her Nikke core if you would. I would have loved to handle it myself, what with this being the first experiment and all. But as you know, I don't exactly have freedom of movement right now.
I'm still not following.
Mihara was the one who contacted me. Quite eagerly, I must say. She told me she requires additional strength in order to fight gluttony. Given that she couldn't utilize her current body's ability to its fullest, she wanted my help. And to that end, she agreed to become my test subject.
Mihara?
That's why I prepared this little doohickey for her. It's quite risky to be sure, but if you want to enhance a Nikke's abilities in one go, it's the best option available.
So it's meant to enhance a Nikke's abilities, yet you're having me insert it beside her core separately. Is this a rapture core?
Indeed it is.
You're familiar with the ins and outs of Nikke bodies. I'm sure you can insert it next to her current core easily enough, right?
This is incredibly dangerous. If I insert this inside her, the Nikke core could...
Do you remember your promise from long ago? You said you would help me the next time I wanted to do something good. Well, now's that time.
Poor Mana is like, your definition of good is a little odd.
I can't leave the Ark at the moment, and Mihara needs to fortify her strength straight away. That leaves us with you, Mana. You're the only one who can do this.
You call inserting this inside a Nikke a good thing?
I mean, if she succeeds, it's a good thing for the Ark. It's a good thing for Jian.
Of course. I'm giving a Nikke who wants to be stronger the power she deserves. What's more benevolent than that?
But a Nikke and Rapture Core can't exist together.
Says who?
You of all people should know that a Nikke's core...
Yes, I know. Nikke cores have a barrier which prevents them from reacting with other cores. But what if you could break past that barrier?
What? Are you telling me you figured out a way? How?
That's my little secret.
I wish to know said secret, please, and thank you.
If I told you, you might have to get sent somewhere awfully dangerous. You don't want that, do you?
No.
Now then, be a good girl, would you? Don't let your curiosity get the best of you. Don't peek inside the box and just put it inside her, okay?
But I want to peek in the box, please.
Understood.
Just a little peek.
What's this barrier you're both talking about?
Nikke cores have a safety mechanism, which makes it so they can't react with other cores. Even if it's two Nikke cores in one body, it prevents them from interacting. It would also prevent Rapture cores from devouring the Nikke core, and vice versa.
You mean Nikke and Rapture cores can consume each other?
Yes, a clear example of that is core dust.
Okay. All right.
It can distill a Rapture core down to its essence and use that to stimulate growth within a Nikke's own core.
Jian!
Oh dear, there I go again, running my mouth. If you knew any more about this, Mihara, you'd never be allowed up on the surface again. So I'll stop there.
But I want to know. Is it worth being locked out forever and ever? Yeah, Jian, you're so silly. Oopsie. Oopsie, little information slip there. No, you can't lock me up. She said if I learned any more, I'd be locked up. I still know so little. What do you mean?
On the other hand, it's nice knowing the stakes, don't you think?
Of course. It's important to know these things.
Now then, Mihara, once that core is implanted into your body, all the abilities you previously couldn't draw out from your body will fully awaken. If there are no changes after the surgery, then it means your body itself is defective. However, I can quite confidently say that my sister is the best of the best when it comes to building Nikkes. So I'm sure you'll become much stronger, Mihara. That is, if you can endure the pain. Every prior test subject has died because they couldn't withstand the pain. You, however, said you'd be willing to do anything. So I'm sure you'll be able to endure it, won't you?
Of course.
I can't wait to see how it
Laugh.
turns out.
She's so giddy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my. Mihara clenches her teeth. Just as she had warned, a pain beyond anything imaginable courses through Mihara's body. Her vision repeatedly turns red, fades away, and comes back.
Warning, system error. Warning, core response error. Warning, core resonance activation. Connecting code. Error. Warning, core type. Match. Error. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
A series of warning sounds and error messages blare out.
I know you're not used to a core like this, but you've got to accept it.
Mihara closes her eyes and begins to suppress the sensation surging through her. Inside her body, near her core, is a searing heat like a blazing inferno. The conflagration expands and begins to engulf Mihara's own
Warning,
core.
barrier. Reactivation required. Warning, barrier. Reactivation required.
Countless warning sounds echo in her head. Mihara's movements, senses, and everything slowly become consumed by the fire.
If this continues, my body will...
Mihara's body begins glowing even redder. The inside of her core boils like a massive fireball, a volcano on the verge of eruption. As it rages on, her consciousness drifts further and further away. It's then that Mihara realizes, the moment she is completely consumed by the flames, she, as she knows herself, would cease to exist. From somewhere she can't see, someone is screaming. Oh, Uni! A familiar voice cries out in agony. It screams, imploring her not to leave her behind again. Who is it? Who is calling me? Uni and Mihara lock eyes. Uni's eyes tremble with fear, terrified of losing Mihara once again. Her eyes begging Mihara to keep her promise. Mihara can't let those eyes be filled with despair again. Mihara bites down on her cheek. Harder. The sharp pain in her mouth pulls Mihara back to life.
Me. Don't worry. I'll accept it all. The pain. The sorrow. The desperation. All of it. I'll take it all in. I will never abandon you. This time, no matter what, I will bring you back on the right path. If we die together. And if we live together. I will claim this power as my own, in order to protect our bond. No matter how great the pain, I'll do this so that no one will ever take you away from me again.
Light begins to radiate from Mihara's body. Oh my. Oh my god, the chain effects. Wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. A purplish light, dark enough almost to be black, bursts forth from Mihara's core. And chain-like patterns on the same color spread all over her body. Mihara recognizes the changes in her body. She now realizes how to awaken the sensation contained within all living things, no matter how much larger her target is. Yeah, no, it resembles it. I just think it's really cool how it looks. But then again, this whole art's really, really good. No matter how overwhelmingly powerful they are, or how much pain they can endure. None of it matters anymore, so long as her foes are alive and connected to her via these chains on her body. She knows that she can now feel their pain as well. She can endure any amount of suffering they inflict upon her. Of that she is certain.
Power. My arms could be ripped off. My entire body could be smashed to a pulp. And I would enjoy it.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. How about no?
There's no limit to the pain that I can now endure. How thrilling. Oh, the fun I'm going to have.
With the clinking sound of chain links, the pattern on her body fades and then disappears into her skin.
In order to establish a connection with these chains,
Mihara lifts the pendulum attached to the end of her whip.
all I have to do is stab the enemy with this. Suen was right. If this is the kind of ability she originally envisioned, then the sensory exchange I was capable of before could only be considered a failure.
Mihara looks at Uni and Mori, who are watching her anxiously.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I've never felt this powerful in my life. Almost omnipotent. And considering how much energy I just released, it's bound to come calling.
Oh boy, here he comes. Here comes Gluttony.
Everyone, back up.
Woo! God damn! Ma'am! Ma'am, you're not allowed to be that cheeked up right now. Woo! Oh, excuse me. I need something to drink. Woo! Look away, Chama. You're not allowed to look. That's too much cheek for you. You'll be overloaded. Oh my goodness. God. Mori looks like some kid who's just about to get eaten by this giant monster. Have Uni over here looking like she's able to fight, then Mihara just looking like a badass, and then Mori with her little backpack. Oh, Haru, there's a good chance Fainon gets stripped tonight. Yeah, Rosanna was talking about it. I'm ready, but not ready. Gluttony emerges from the ground.
Gluttony!
Now that our guest has accepted my invitation, let's go, Uni.
Mihara steps forward, resembling a female prison warden about to weave a massive prisoner for her prey.
Let the hunt begin.
Ooh, 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 that line. Thankfully, though, Anaxa wasn't too bad. I didn't go for light cone, so I saved myself some gems there, and I got my 50-50 out of the way early. I still went to almost max pity for my guarantee, but I didn't have to go to max pity both times, so. How far-fetched of an idea is it we get you in Mihara's new outfit? Wait, like an art of that? Say less. Cross would do it easy. Cross would do that easy. Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony. Sensing the threat, Gluttony attempts to retreat downward.
Sorry to tell you this, but you're not going anywhere.
Mihara lunges forward, striking at Gluttony with the pendulum. Gluttony twists its body and blocks the blade with its teeth.
It's good at sensing danger.
Ugh.
Maybe it knows instinctively that a hit from this is bad news.
Mihara steps back and swings the pendulum towards Gluttony once
Mihara,
more.
watch out for the tentacles!
Gluttony extends its tentacles towards Mihara. Uni grabs the tentacles. Gluttony's tentacles writhe as if trying to escape Uni's grip. But she clenches the squirming bundle of feelers tightly and refuses to let go. You just call them tentacles, not feelers.
Uni.
With a thundering roar, a shower of splinters bursts from Gluttony's body.
Everyone, duck!
Mori? Mori fires her weapon at the shards hurtling towards Mihara and Uni. Some fragments that she wasn't able to shoot down fall to the
Whoa.
ground.
Your shooting is really improved, Mori.
I still missed a few, so don't get too comfortable.
Thankfully, it's too busy digesting something to spew out that silver liquid. In that case, we've got a chance.
Mihara tightens her grip on her whip and charges forward. Mihara dodges the gaping maw attempting to swallow her and drives the pendulum into Gluttony.
Now then.
Dark purple chain-like patterns begin to etch themselves onto Gluttony's body, accompanied by a cold metallic sound. At the same time, similar patterns appear on Mihara's
Now
body.
that our chains are connected, why don't we swap our senses?
The chain patterns engraved on Gluttony and Mihara's bodies glow a lambent purple. And the sound of chains tightening fills the air.
I can feel it. So this is what you're feeling. You really do have so much inside you. Then you've never felt the sensation of your own cheek being bitten down on, have you? Would you like me to show you?
Oh my goodness.
Let's enjoy this pain together.
Mihara opens wide, crunch, and bites down on the inside of her mouth. Gluttony convulses as if in an unbearable pain.
You're so spirited now. Why don't we enjoy a little more?
Oh. Gluttony trembles violently, its teeth chattering from the
My
agony.
goodness. I didn't expect the pain to be so bad that you'd try to close your mouth. We can't have that. Otherwise Mori won't be able to pass through. Uni?
Uni lets go of the tentacles and quickly dashes forward. He pries open the struggling Gluttony's mouth and forces her body inside, while bearing the weight of its descending fangs. He keeps its jaws forcibly open. I wouldn't call those fangs. There's nothing fangy about those.
Uni!
Gluttony continues to spasm in pain. Uni uses every ounce of her strength to keep the creature's mouth open as the crushing weight of the razor-sharp teeth bears down on her.
Your body can't handle the stress! You're incredible, Uni.
Uni.
Mori, you have exactly 30 minutes, not a second more. After that, my sensory exchange will be severed. You've got to convince Siren before then.
30 minutes? That's all I have?
Can you do it?
Yes, I can do this.
Then go. Go and rescue Siren.
Okay.
Mori looks at Uni, who seems to be calling to her. Uni and Mori lock eyes.
I can't believe it. Did she just wish you good luck?
She did.
I think so. Thank you, Uni. I'll rescue Siren if it's the last thing I do.
Mori looks ahead towards the black chasm. That is Gluttony's gaping maw. Meanwhile, Uni desperately continues to keep the jaws open. Mori hurtles herself towards the creature's mouth, and the black abyss slowly draws closer to her. Suddenly,
Huh?
Something falls at her feet. It better not be those freaking crystals, I swear. I swear, Mori. A compass and a map that guide the way to the Ark. A first aid kit to heal her wounds. A chocolate bar to keep her hunger at bay. A field shovel that has saved her skin more than once at critical moments. Everything that has kept her alive until now falls to the ground, and the reality she had been determined to avoid comes rushing at her head on. Along with it, the fear of death comes crashing in. Somewhere deep inside her, a voice screams for her to stop. A part of her wants to stop right there and cry out that she can't do this. This is clearly insane, like a suicide mission. Well, what if Siren is already dead? What if she never realizes Mori is coming to save her? What if there's still even the tiniest bit of silver liquid left in Gluttony's throat? Or if Uni can't hold on any longer and the mouth closes? What if Mihara collapses and can no longer restrain Gluttony?
No.
No, Mori, come on, come on. Snap out of it. He'll die. He'll die in the most excruciating way. The life she fought so hard to hold on to will crumble away in an instant, just like how that shovel fell to the ground. So will she go plummeting into death's cold embrace. Even though she has to run, she must. There are people out there who have risked their lives for her. It's time for her to repay the affection she has been given. She's here to save the person who reached out and gave her a reason to live. She has to go to her. That's my girl. Go save her. Mori ignores the fallen remnants of her life, summons her strength, and pushes off the ground with all her might. She sends herself hurtling forward, hurtling towards the lifeless abyss. Whew. I'm glad she snapped out of that easier than I even anticipated. I thought Mihara or Uni would have to snap her out of it. I thought we were gonna have a little bit of the Leviathan flashback, but thank goodness. I mean, I guess there's still time. There's still time. I might be talking a little too soon, but hopefully not. There's a massive tremor, and the Crimson Sea begins to surge violently.
That sound!
Little Mermaid lifts her head and gazes above.
Gluttony is shaking?
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and focuses on the sounds Gluttony is making. Deep vibrations reverberate throughout Gluttony's body as it tries to move. Meanwhile, all the liquid inside it churns violently.
It's as if it's fighting against something. But what?
Little Mermaid focuses even more, listening intently to the noises coming from outside. The sound of something being pierced into Gluttony's body. The agonizing cries of Gluttony as it writhes in pain.
Something is hurting it.
The sound of something blocking Gluttony's mouth. The sound of footsteps.
Someone's running this way? Siren!
Little Mermaid looks up. Through the gap of Gluttony's open mouth, light pours in, and within that light, Mori is there. Little Mermaid frantically raises her hand.
We need to save her!
The bubble stretches from Little Mermaid's fingertips and wraps around Mori. Shortly after, the bubble lands on the tree.
Mori!
I really thought I was gonna die.
What are you doing here again?
We're here to save you, silly.
Hold on.
Mori hurriedly digs through her belongings. Inside a glass bottle, the E2 crystals and battery remain intact.
Thank goodness.
Do not drop those, please.
I got it through safely.
Mori?
Siren,
Mori grabs Little Mermaid's arm.
let's get out of here.
Oh?
Ah! Oh goodness. Fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Everything is going to go smoothly. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Happy thoughts. Happy thoughts. I know I am. I know.
Let's get out of this place, Siren.
But I don't want to feel despair.
Mihara and Uni are waiting for us outside.
Thank you for the head pats I needed. Thank you for the follow potato sauce. I know that I shouldn't be thinking happy thoughts. I know I've been hurt too many times by this game and the events, but I can believe. I choose to believe.
They're keeping Gluttony from moving. We need to leave at once.
I can't. I must ensure the AA Pillar's energy is completely depleted.
You can do that outside. You just need to take it with you so that Gluttony can't consume it.
That's impossible. Gluttony is instinctively drawn to substantial energy sources. Even if we take it outside, Gluttony won't stop chasing it until it's consumed once more. If it does swallow it and ends up digesting it, there'll be no going back.
Then we have to take out Gluttony.
I'm sorry. I can't go up against Gluttony now. Not with
Yes,
my
we
powers
can.
weakened as they are.
We can do it together.
Look,
You don't have to do this on your own.
we can use this.
Mori holds out the glass bottle and shows it to Little
What
Mermaid.
is that?
This thing absorbs electrical energy. If we can lodge it into Gluttony's core, we might be able to stop it.
Oh, how does it work?
I honestly don't really understand the mechanics, but Mana, a researcher from MMR, said that if this comes into contact with Gluttony's core, it'll expand and absorb all of Gluttony's energy until it ceases to be.
But doesn't that mean it would also be dangerous for us Nikkes?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes, but Mana said it'll be fine as long as it's contained somehow, like in this glass bottle. They were originally intending to use the AA pillar to eliminate the crystals, but then Gluttony swallowed it and threw a wrench in the works.
So that's what the AA pillar was doing here in the first place.
I don't pretend to know all the details, but if we inject this into Gluttony's core, we can stop it. So let's be done with this and get the hell out of here.
Ugh.
Little Mermaid takes the glass bottle from Mori.
Siren?
Mori,
Yes?
you came back to this hellish place to give me this?
Yes.
Well, and save you. Not only to give you that.
Thank you, Mori. And I'm sorry.
Little Mermaid gently removes Mori's hand from her arm.
I'm not leaving this place.
What?
I will use this to defeat Gluttony. But first, you must leave.
No, we're not leaving without you.
No. I'm not leaving without you.
Thank you, Mori.
I might not be able to hit Gluttony's core on the first try. Even if I do manage to insert it into the core, it might not have the effect that we expect. Someone has to stay behind and keep watch.
Then we'll both stay.
We don't know how dangerous these crystals are, or what effects they will have on the bubbles, or Nikkes. If things go wrong, we could both end up dead.
Please. I need Mori to do that. I love you, Siren. But right now I want to shake you. I want to shake you.
And we'll die together.
Mori!
Don't even think about using your Kotodama on me. No matter how many times you send me out, I'll find a way to crawl back in.
Mori, don't do this.
No, you stop this. Don't throw your life away just because there's a tiny chance things might not go as planned. If there's even the slightest possibility, you need to cling to it. Stay alive.
Mori.
I know that I can't be of any help here. I'm not a goddess of victory like you. And even getting Gluttony to swallow me was a struggle. I can't even shoot well enough to block all the debris flying at me and my friends. There's no way I can lodge these crystals into Gluttony's core either. Not with my pathetic strength. I'm just a useless Nikke with nothing but this body. An incompetent member of the incubator squad who's about to be scrapped. I can't make a single impact in this filthy, cruel world. I know that, but...
Mori stares straight at Little Mermaid with tear-filled eyes.
I want to save you! I want to do that much. At least. You told me to live. That you were glad I was born. You saved my life. I want to see a world where you can be happy. So live. Show me that it's possible. Prove to me that the world is a kind and beautiful place. That as long as you keep living, someday happiness will come.
Mori.
I'm gonna cry.
Prove to me that kindness should be repaid with kindness. That this is how we can find happiness. That good people will be rewarded someday.
I know,
You're the only person who's ever celebrated my existence. You're the one and only true goddess of victory.
I have snoozes if I have to.
Of victory.
I don't want to live in a world where you're not around. I'll lose all semblance of hope. How could I go on living in a world where no one celebrates my being there? So live for me. Even if there's one small chance at survival, cling to it and seize victory. Stay alive and keep surviving. Save me.
Oh, Mori extends her hand towards Little
My
Mermaid.
goddess of victory!
Little Mermaid looks at Mori's outstretched hand, and then into her eyes, which stare straight back at her. They're the eyes of someone who truly believes in her. Eyes filled with unwavering faith. Eyes that seem utterly unbreakable. In those eyes, Little Mermaid can see herself, Mori's goddess of victory. Finally, something dawns upon Little Mermaid. She recalls how so many years ago, her friend had offered her hand in front of the lift, and the vow they made that day.
But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well.
Did we step into that lift that day expecting to succeed? No. We never tried to predict our success. Instead, we simply carried out our mission, which was to rewrite our story.
I promise that the story we'll write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
To reach a happy
Come.
ending,
Let's write our story.
we risked our lives to become the goddess of victory who will never fail again. Little Mermaid looks again at the hand extended towards her. Every time she wavered and wanted to run away, her friend's unshakable faith guided her. And now, once more, that hand is reaching out to her.
You're right. I can't give up. If there's even the slightest chance of us being able to rewrite our story, I have to take it.
Little Mermaid grabs Mori's hand.
I will survive.
Yes!
I will become the indomitable goddess of victory.
Yes, that's it.
Together, we'll survive and forge our own happy ending.
Yes!
They're so cute! Ah. Oh. God, I love Mori. I love her character so much. She's been such a joy throughout this whole entire event. I've loved her growth. I love Siren too. They're such a good pair. All right. I should probably run this ad just so that we don't have to rush. We can take our time. So I'm gonna run the ad and then we'll finish this up. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and grab a drink. If you also need to do the same, make sure you do that now so you don't miss anything. And cut to Gluttony and Siren singing Hip Teen Sensations, Chip Skylark's shiny teeth during halftime. Drunk Donuts, get out of here. We ain't seen it singing no shiny teeth. Oh my god. All right, I'll be right back. I'll be back.
Are you a witch?
Perfect timing. Am I a witch? Excuse me. Never. I would never be a witch. Do you see a hat? I don't have a hat. Ignore the weird looking cat over there. Totally not a familiar. No, never. All right, let's do this. Let me have a little sippy and then we'll go. We'll see the ending of the story. Time for tears. I was almost crying with that last one, so yeah, probably. It is time.
Looks like you've finally calmed down a bit.
Gluttony seems to be consumed by pain, its body shaking violently and stiffening.
Even a big old rapture like you has its limits when it comes to pain, huh?
Uni's arms, which have been holding Gluttony's mouth open, begin to creak.
Uni. It's exerting a lot of force, isn't it?
Uni nods her head.
Shall I help you lift this?
Uni shakes her head.
You can handle it? You're incredible, Uni. I know it must be tough, but you're holding up well.
Uni looks at her creaking arms. The force is immense, but she can't let go, because the moment she does, 2 lives will be in danger. Uni suddenly feels as if the weight pressing down on her is that of 2 lives, and then she remembers the way she frivolously threw words around when taking countless lives. If she were to bear the weight of all the lives lost to her thoughtless words back then, Just how heavy would it be? Oh, Uni, now's not the time for that self-reflection. In that instant, Uni feels the unbearable weight of her sins. She now realizes the full weight of that promise she made then. The promise that she would do anything. The greater her realization, the greater the weight of her sins upon her shoulders. It crushes her, suffocates her. Uni looks at Mihara.
Okay. You're not alone. I'm here to bear the burden with you. That's why I gain this strength. So, let's save them. Let's rescue those who see our presence as a gift. The ones who consider us friends. If we keep saving them all, one by one, maybe someday, we'll be able to find the path to redemption. I'll be right there with you, Uni, until we reach the end of that path. So don't be afraid. Anyway, I wonder if Mori managed to convince Siren. What's with all this shaking?
Pop? From inside Gluttony's mouth, 2 small bubbles pop out. The 2 tiny bubbles float towards Uni and Mihara's ears and whisper,
Uni! Mihara!
Siren?
That's a neat trick.
Get back!
Uni!
Mihara quickly pulls out the pendulum and retreats along with Uni, just as they made their escape. A massive water bubble shoots out of Gluttony's mouth.
Wow!
Hi, Mori! The bubble plunges into the ocean, and then...
Uni, get down!
As Mihara pulls Uni down, silver liquid pours down from the sky. Mihara opens her eyes. A massive purple bubble spreads out above Uni and Mihara like an umbrella, shielding them from silver rain. At the center stands Little Mermaid and Mori.
I won't let anything hurt you. Ever.
Siren.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Hi, beautiful. A few minutes earlier.
Siren?
Oh?
Do I really have to fire this thing?
Uh-huh.
Mori nervously looks at the bubble gun in her
Let
hand.
me make sure I've got this right.
Feet. Hi, Tilo. Yes, sir. There you go. How's Tilo today?
The bubble bullet containing the crystals is loaded in here.
Really? But I gave you feet.
And once I pull the trigger, it'll fly straight towards the core, right?
Uh-huh. And while you do that, I'll send this entire space up to the surface. That way, we can protect ourselves from any unforeseen dangers the crystals might pose.
Well, everyone has to pay for it, so it's not just you.
You're going to bring up this entire area?
That's why I need your help. The moment I make this space float, that's when you fire that gun. That way, the bullet will hit the core at the same time we surface.
But what if I mess up? What if I miss the core?
You won't miss. I believe in you. You can do it.
It's okay. The bullet will find its mark. I guarantee it.
In other words, even if I miss, you'll use your kotodama to make sure it lands where it should.
Uh-huh.
All right then.
Mori positions herself under the bubble tree, where she has the clearest view of Gluttony's core.
I'm ready. Let me know when I need to shoot.
Uh-huh. All right then.
Little Mermaid closes her eyes and gives a command to every bubble in the surrounding area.
All together now. Let's rise to the surface.
With a powerful tremor, the space encased in the bubbles begins to float.
Mori, now!
Mori locks her eyes onto Gluttony's floating red core.
Here goes nothing.
He pulls the trigger. The bullet ejects from the bubble gun, pierces through the bubble wall, and heads straight for Gluttony's core.
Hit your mark.
I thought I was gonna die back there.
Mori collapses onto
What
the ground.
about the crystals?
We made sure it hit Gluttony's core. We saw it start to expand.
The formerly paralyzed Gluttony starts to slowly lurch
I guess that
about.
wasn't quite enough to do the trick.
Yes, but it looks like it had no effect.
Wait, she said it looks like it, but it says it doesn't look like it. Little Mermaid points to Gluttony's mouth. Ew. Ooh. Inside its gaping maw, countless crystals continually form and dissolve into the silver liquid.
Looks like it chowed down on those crystals, all right.
Uh-huh. We must eliminate Gluttony once and for all before the silver liquid completely dissolves the crystals. So, I'd like to ask, will you fight by my side?
Little Mermaid turns around.
As if you had to ask.
Huh?
Of course we're with you. That's why we came here.
Cuckoo! Yeah. Don't be silly and ask such an obvious question.
Yeah, they would never fail. No, why would that be the case? No, never.
I already told you. We're all coming back alive.
Little Mermaid is surrounded by friends who risk their lives to save her. Friends who are unbreakable.
You're right. We're all making it out of here alive. Let's win this together.
All right.
Encounter!
Encounter. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Gluttony roars at the ground.
Doesn't this thing ever get tired? It's taken one heck of a beating, and it's still making such intense vibrations.
The core is certainly holding up better than we expected. It isn't breaking apart like we thought it would.
Go, go!
Maybe the core has gotten weak, and there's not enough energy reaching the crystals.
If only we could throw some kind of bait to make the core expand and the crystals grow larger.
About that.
Bait! Ah! I've got just the thing!
What? Oh, you mean the AA pillar?
Oh, right. I totally forgot about that thing.
Since it's already been melted by the silver liquid, it should be absorbed quickly.
If we feed that to the core, the crystals should grow much larger.
Uh-huh.
Well then,
That's also
let's
a
get
gamble,
this thing
though.
to open wide,
But we are gambling with that, though.
so you can feed it a little treat.
I mean, I like gambling, but maybe not with this.
Let's go. All right.
Mori fires a barrage of bullets at Gluttony's battered body. Its tentacles try to burrow into the ground to avoid the bullets. But Uni grabs a hold of them, preventing the beast from retreating underground.
Nice going, Uni.
Mihara swings her whip towards Gluttony and lodges the pendulum firmly into its body. Gluttony spews silver liquid into the air.
Watch out!
Spread out.
As Little Mermaid whispers, an array of bubbles expand and shield the
Don't
group.
you dare go around spewing such dangerous stuff.
Jane patterns appear on Mihara and Gluttony's body and begin to glow.
Shall we have another go at it together?
Mihara bites down on the inside of her cheek. For a brief moment, Gluttony freezes as if unable to withstand the pain.
Siren!
Oh!
Oh my god. As Little Mermaid stretches her arms, bubbles brimming with the AA Pillar's energy bloom in the air. Oh my god. This art though. All the bubbles. And then her. That's so gorgeous.
Everyone, step back!
Okay.
All right.
Mihara yanks out the pendulum. In a desperate fit, Gluttony opens its mouth wide and lunges toward Little Mermaid, its colossal body scraping against the ground.
You want food?
Little Mermaid swings her hand, and the bubbles all fly towards Gluttony's
Then
core.
chew on this!
The silver liquid within the bubbles seeps into Gluttony's core. Then, the E2 crystals absorb the energy surging forth from the core, causing them to rapidly expand.
Break apart!
At last, Gluttony's core shatters. Gluttony collapses to the ground. The crystals that filled its mouth shatter as well.
It's finally
Uh-oh. The underground vibrations grow fainter.
What's that?
I think it's Gluttony's main body.
Wait, you're telling me there's more to this thing?
You're telling me that's not the main body?
No wonder I sensed something more when I exchanged senses with it. That must have been the connection to its main body.
You're right. When I was inside its throat, I used the bubbles to investigate. Gluttony consists of one massive main body with multiple mouths attached to it. The place where I was staying was inside the throat of one of those mouth organs.
Awesome.
So, the core we just destroyed is the core of that mouth?
So there are if I remember correctly, Gluttony had 3. You're telling me there's 3 cores in this thing?
I'm afraid so.
So that's why you kept saying we were inside its throat and not its stomach.
Uh-huh.
That's some rapture.
How can you still laugh at a time like this? What are we gonna do if that thing comes back?
It won't. Judging by how faint those sounds are, it seems to have run away.
So it severed one of its mouths and fled?
Uh-huh. It most likely ran away because its main body was about to be swallowed by the crystal.
Oh, so it's cut it off like how Nikke's have to shut off the power to that. So it just cut that portion to stop the spreading. Smart.
Nice to know we had it against the ropes. Considering how it ran off with its tail tucked between its legs, I doubt it will be back anytime soon. It knows that this place is filled with its worst nightmare.
So what then? Did we win?
Yes, we did. We won.
We won! We won!
Mori collapses to the ground. Uni also collapses.
Good job, everyone!
Siren, how does it feel to be back in the great outdoors after so long?
Oh, well...
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I guess it has been a long time for you.
Yeah, it's been a really long time.
Little Mermaid looks up at the sky. Oh. Instead of the familiar underwater scenery, a real sky comes into view.
Wow, the sun is rising.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Beyond the horizon, the sun slowly ascends, bathing the surrounding in a golden light.
It's breathtaking. The world is so beautiful.
You bet it is.
Oh, Mihara, Uni, Mori.
Tears flow from Little Mermaid's eyes.
Thank you for saving me.
He's too cute.
Siren.
What are you crying for?
Because I'm so thankful. I never thought I'd be able to see the sun again. To be able to set my feet on solid ground. Breathe in fresh air. I didn't even dare dream of it.
Siren.
Thank you for saving me. For not giving up on me. For extending your hands out to me.
Oh man, don't you cry. If you do,
No.
I'll start crying too.
We can't all cry. Oh. Mori covers her face with her hands.
Don't cry, Mori.
Don't you start laughing. Do you have any idea how worried I was? Don't you ever do that again. No more heroic sacrifices or any of that nonsense. Never again. You hear me?
Yes, okay.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Before the dazzling golden sunrise, a flustered Little Mermaid consoles Mori, who is wiping away tears. Meanwhile, Uni simply gazes at the moving scene before her.
Uni.
Oh.
How are you feeling? How does it feel saving someone for the first time?
You're so cute. Uni looks at her pattered arms, then at Mori and Little Mermaid, who are laughing together.
Feels good? If you feel good, then so do I. You did great, Uni. All right, you two. That's enough moving around now. That girl. Isn't that one of your bubbles, Siren?
Wait, one of your bubbles?
Oh?
Everyone looks at the direction Mihara is pointing and sees a girl with long pigtails made of purplish bubbles.
Those are the bubbles I sent to find Cinderella.
Oh, no. Little Mermaid reaches out towards the girl. But the bubbles disperse and eventually dissipate.
What's she doing here?
She found her.
Siren, over there. Look.
Mori points behind Little Mermaid. No, there's a...
Over there.
Siren? Cinderella?
Well, what are you waiting for?
Our voices soar together, carving stems, hand in hand, chains is it really you? It's warm. Cinderella.
No.
I missed you, Siren.
Tears.
Oh,
Siren,
grape too.
It's Eve. Oh, Eve?
It's a good thing you decided to stay alive, huh?
Really a good thing. Oh, that was so good. That's such a good ending. I could not have asked for a better ending. Oh my god. Seeing the two girls cry, Cinderella and Little Mermaid, and then Abe like feeling something. Oh, beautiful. Yet another great event from the Nikke team. I literally couldn't have asked for a better event. I'm so happy. I can't wait. I can't wait for future stories. I can't wait to see them rewrite their story. You know what the funny thing is? Nikke published an interview over the week which spoiled the hard mode ending. Did they? I haven't seen it, so I'm gonna avoid seeing it. Yes, absolute cinema. Oh my. Another great event, another great anniversary. They took it down. Oh bless. Thank you. After they realized they fucked up. At least they realized and didn't keep it up. Oh goodness. You see as I wipe away the tears. That definitely got me. I was kind of worrying there at the end. I was like, okay, are the girls gonna show up, or is Abe and Cinderella gonna make it? And then the video started rolling. I was like, here it is. Perfection. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for hard mode to see what's gonna happen there. I'm so excited to think that there's more after that. It feels like it could have ended right there, but the fact that there's some more, absolutely marvelous.
Met. My dream has come true.
Deep breaths. Okay. Well, that event's done for now until hard mode. So now it's time to pull for Mihara. Time for some gacha therapy. I love gacha for my therapy from the feels. All right. I do have enough to ticket her, but I want to pull some to see if I can get her through polls and save tickets for Della Blade and the summer units that are bound to come out. Yeah, I've seen the field because I completed it. I knew that Grave and Cinderella were there because the field changed. I made an oopsie and finished it, even though I was told not to. I just out of habit hit next. So I've seen the field change as well. All right, time for some therapy. Yeah, I was intending to not finish it because my partner was like, "Oh, don't do this. There's spoilers." And I was like, "Okay, I won't do it." And I finished the 11th stage. I believe it's 11th. Whatever stage is right before the last one. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything. And I just hit the next button out of habit. I was like, no, there's no going back. Just an oopsie. All right, Mihara. Come home. Let's do this. I mean, I don't know if it might have worked. I know you can do that for union raids to get your stages specs, but I've never tried it on like story stages. So I would have to try to see if that works for story stages. Oof. All right, first pull is nothing. I thought there was an event where you could revert the state, like the the field to a previous state, but maybe I'm just crazy. I thought it was the Ava one that you could revert it. Oof. All right. I think I have 15 more tickets. Ooh, come on, come on. Gold, please? Change the gold? No? Alright. Alright, Mihara, you're playing hard to get. I think it's because I got so many sirens for free. I think the game is telling me no. Yeah, I know it's tied to progression, but I didn't know if it was something they were going to implement on everything, that you could revert the stage back. Oh my god. Mihara, please. Ma'am. I'm not asking for much, just one copy. One singular copy. I mean, you're there in SR form. I just need the SSR form, please, and thank you. Oh my, oh my. They are very good waddle, I must admit. I used all my luck earlier when you weren't around. I used them on the free stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so bad. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have 1,000 tickets after this, so it's not that big of an issue. And I'll still save a large chunk of tickets. Go for rebate? Yeah, that's my plan. And if I don't get her by the rebate, and with the rebate, I'm just gonna ticket. Oh, 20 times. Okay, I have 20 more pulls. And then I'll just start saving for Stella Blade and summer units. Oh my goodness. Not even a singular gold. Not even one. I really did use all my luck. This is giving me flashbacks to Cinderella all over again. Attainable in 1. Excuse me. Oh no, okay, I got it. Alright, last one. Last one, and then I just ticket her. She's playing way too hard to get for me. And I think she's gonna continue to do that. Oof. Well. You know what?
You can take your time, Commander. Credit deducted.
You know what? I can screw you, Mahara.
Living life on the edge with a...
Alright, there we go. It's too much pain for me. That's way too much for me. Ma'am. Obviously, I can't. My pain threshold is way too low for you. Rates are stupid low. I got really lucky though with the siren, so not that one. I feel like that
I feel like my skin is thinner than before. That must mean I'll be able to feel more, right?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. Because your skin's thinner than before. You'll... Ma'am. First time I pulled 400 on Doro's banner and got 1 Doro. I don't remember how many I pulled on Cinderella's banner. I know that I had 70k gems and over 100 tickets, and I didn't get a single copy. It was bad. Cinderella really played hard to get, and it really hurt my feelings. Alright, where are you at? Where you at, girl? I don't really want to... I don't know how much I want to invest into Mihara. Does anyone know exactly how well she's doing? Like, is she worth at least building up with her burst being in the state that it's in right now? I don't want to invest too much into her when I need to build, not now. Okay. Because I need to build Mast and Anchor Valentine's Day for my water team for Union Raid. She's doing Robbie level damage but could do more. Is it really Robbie level damage? As I thought a big amount of her damage was through her dot. And certain bosses can remove said dot from them if you burst her twice. Not the first. Oh, if she's the second burst. Okay. I mean, I have a lot of skill manuals because I've been saving them. So it's not like it's a big issue. And it's not like my fire team is like in desperate needs of another DPS at the moment. Like, it would be nice to be able to flex one. Well, yeah, Robbie can be your burst one, but she can also be in an iron team as well, which makes her really versatile, but only on certain setups. What's her current setup then? Does anyone know what her current team comp is, or what people are wanting to run her with? See if I have those units built. No, not overload. Like the team. Like, what other units is she running with? Can be slotted in pretty much any comp, but Mihara needs a dot-centered team. Is she running with Little Mermaid then? Because Little Mermaid and Summer Rosanna, right? Run the... Well, is it sustain or is it distribute? Here, let me look at that. Touche. With Crown and Naga. And Helm. I mean, that's the standard comp right now is Crown, Helm, Treasure, and then you flex your DPS. Granny, yeah, she finally gets to take a break. Granny Litter's finally getting a break. Oh, bless her, she needed it. All right, 1 second. I'm gonna see if they have her skill investments up. She's worked so hard over the years, and she'll continue to work hard. She'll still be in those team comps. We all know she will be. Granny's gonna get those retirement funds before she's done. What's her investment? Does anyone oh god, she's a 10-10-10. Of course she is. Of course she is. Why wouldn't she be? Why they do this to me? Every single time. They're never gonna be free. I mean, you could technically do 777. Yeah, bless Drake for all these mats. I needed them. My true villain, not hero. The thing is I know that the maid duo also needs to be 10, 10, 10. I'm gonna do that. I might keep her here for now and see how I feel, how I'm feeling. Ooh, okay, let me go grab that. See, I'm wondering if they're gonna do a rework too. I'm kind of hoping they do, but also I feel like they've been so nice to us so far. Gee. Thank you, I'll take that. Well, doesn't it? It just needs to be able to not be purged off of bosses or something like that, from my understanding at least. Yes, Cross is one of those. Although we were kind of robbed of that beautiful screen that could have been. I think I'm gonna get the costume gacha, but not right now. Probably Friday when I get paid.
Feel free to take it out on me.
It is a really good skin. I do enjoy it. I am
Still
a fan
too
of it.
weak. Can't you do it a little harder?
Like Red Hood just needed a damage boost to go from middle damage to top tier for during our event. Well, if she's still doing decent damage,
with this body, I think I'll be
we'll
able
have
to try out
see
even more things.
if they're wanting her to surpass Roppy, which I mean, like, obviously it's going to happen. It's only a matter of time before units start doing that. A lot from second overspec. I mean, I don't feel like they're wrong in expecting that, considering these units have the same rates as Pilgrim units, which you expect to be strong. So like, I kind of understand. I understand where they're coming from on that. But it seems like she's still good. She's still viable. It's just that certain things are causing her to have issues. Cycle. Collection box. Ooh. Need that. Is that a chest for Missilis that I need? I hate running. I hate running anything other than Kraken. Okay, yeah. Attacker. Yes, attacker. Attacker Missilis. You set this after you get your box. But I don't need the doll one as much. I have an abundance of that. Missilis, attacker, torso. Oh, it's a torso, right? I already forgot. Yeah, rock candy from the squid every day. Since I've added Siren to my team, I am a little under half from being able to clear completely. I'm so close, but so far away. I believe it was chest. I'm gonna go make sure before I regret everything. Okay, it was chest. My poor memory. Chest. Thank you. I'm at 8.5 bars consistently on Kraken. Yeah, that's what I'm at now. I can get it. It's a little under half. But I'm kind of like stuck there right now. I know I need to re-roll some stats for some characters, but like I rolled a max roll of attack on Siren. So nice. So nice. But now I'm gonna have such a pain trying to get that that middle line. It's not gonna be fun.
Saw teeth.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Buildings, you name it. I
So
can make it
do
for
I
you
buy
and
out
fast.
my last copy of Siren?
Welcome,
Or do
fellow.
I
Hello.
wait and
This is the
pray that I get
electronic
another
integration
one
system of
for
the central government.
free? A black line in a while? It's been a while for me as well. Buy it. YOLO 1 tinfoil on Siren, then buy. Alright. We'll do 1 YOLO 10. We'll do it. It's probably gonna be disappointment. It's probably gonna be disappointment, but you know, we start building. We start building. Gotta get that savings for the next thing. Oh, it's purple. Oof. 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 Alright, we'll do another one. Why not? But no more after that. I'm not addicted. You're addicted. You have a problem. Oh shit. Fuck. It'll change. No, it won't. Alright. All according to plan. All
Are you
according
looking
to
for
plan.
something? Let me help you.
No! 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 No, that was the last one. I need to have a little bit of funds. I'm usually never worried for collab banners since they keep their rates as normal. So yeah. I think the main one, we'll have to see. The main one I really want is summer units. And I have had notorious bad luck on summer units. So I like to keep my funds high. Luckily, I have everything. Well, I don't. I lie. I don't have everything, but I don't need neons. I don't need neon summer. Even though she's cute, even though I love her, I don't need her.
Your purchase is complete.
Ooh, max limit break Rosanna. I wish I could do that. Rosanna is one of my top waifus. She is one of my top waifus. I love her.
It feels like I'm overflowing with energy.
There we go.
If Cinderella
Max
saw
limit
me
break.
like this, she would say I look beautiful.
You
Right?
are beautiful. All right, let me go clear this because this will drive me nuts. I probably won't do these today, but I think next week when we do the hard mode, I'll do all the bonds. So we'll do Mihara, Siren, and Maurice. We'll knock all three of them out in one go. Look at this. I'm running out of things to advise. Even like getting the completed sticker, I'm starting to run out. I'm starting to have an issue. Ruby, Anna, Ludmilla and Mika aren't being ran this winter. Aren't they? Didn't they say that they were potentially going to drop those units randomly? I feel like is what I heard. It could be wrong, but I feel like that's what I heard someone say. Bam. Give me that rock. Thank you. Yeah, randomly? Okay, that's what I thought. They're gonna do a different thing with older seasonal units so they don't run like 10 different banners during the holidays. Yeah, bless them for that. That's like the last thing I want to have to worry about is getting several different banners. No, just the idea of that. Oof. No, thank you. I mean, I have most of them, so it's not like a worry for me. But for other people, like I'm only missing Neon here. And like she's a cutie and I really like the art for that, but I don't need her for any of my team comps. I really need Trina to come home. Yeah, the only limited one I'm missing is Power. The only Maiden and Guillotine are coming back for winter, and Rosanna and Sakura for summer. I might pick up more copies of Sakura if I'm able to. I might do that. We'll just have to wait and see how I'm sitting. It's worse. It is. It's so bad. And she's so cute. That's what makes me so mad is I really like the art for this. Like, she looks so cute.
Just because I'm on vacation doesn't
But her
mean I should
kit's
stop
so
being a
bad
double agent.
compared to Anice's. Anice was so good. We were robbed. But we can't get all good things, unfortunately. Can't get W's all the time. All right, let me grab this. All right, guys, that's sadly where we're gonna end for today. I'll be back on Thursday, not with Nikke. We're gonna be playing some Ace Attorney. I will be back with more Nikke on Monday next week, where we'll do the hard mode and do all the Bond stories and whatnot. And then we can finally start moving on to main story. Get ready to do main story stuff, finally get through all that and be caught up. I'm super excited to do more main story. I'm so hyped. And then have to wait for forever to get more. Summer Anise is still an electric DPA staple with Neon. Got a crown level kit. Yeah. Yeah, I still use my Neon all the time. I freaking love her. All right, let's raid Ash. I haven't raided Ash in a while. Also, speaking of Dream Team, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, I will be a part of my Stream Team's event for their raid train. So we're going to be doing some fun stuff that Saturday for the hour that I have slotted. So look forward to that. I'll have more details here soon on what we're doing, what times are looking like, and how you can support the raid train. I'll probably be posting those in the Discord, so look forward to those announcements. It's going to be a good time. I already have an idea what we're doing that weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out, giving me some info on units and whatnot. No stay feet. I'll give you some free feet, all right? I'll give you free feet this once, Tilo. Wait, I was gonna give it to you for free, Tilo. No. Oh goodness. I'll see if I can refund it to you. All right, everyone. I'm heading out. If you're going to bed, sweet dreams, good night, and I will see you guys all later. If not, make sure you take care of yourself, get up, stretch, get some food, and don't get into trouble. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And I will see you guys all on Thursday. Also, we're going to have a very special stream on Thursday, a rare Haru stream on Friday. Words, Friday. Rare Haru stream on Friday. So you'll see a sighting of the Switch on Friday. I will see you guys all later. Bye-bye. Say hi to Ash for me, and I will talk to you Thursday. Bye.